So hey guys, welcome back to my channel. IIT wale bhaiya. So guys, in this video we are going to talk about this question, game of two stacks. So I think that this is one of the most difficult questions because the description of the question is not that much clear. So let me make you understand what is the question. I think you all of you must have read this question. So let me first go through it at once. So basically, you are given this type of input. This is the length of the array 1, array A. This is the length of the array B, this one, and this is the value of this is the value that should not be exceeded. So the output will be 4. So let's see the explanation. So basically the this question says that you have to remove the blocks from the stack in such a way that sum of the blocks should be less than or equals to the given value of x, and the number of elements removed from these stack should be maximum. Okay, so in this case we are removing 4 2 4 2 1 and 2. So what is the approach that we should follow in order to solve this question? So basically you must be thinking that this is the question of stack. So I basically tried to solve this using stack, but I didn't get any answer. So if you solved it according to the concept of stacks, then please let me know in the comment section. So what approach did I follow is this one. So this is the code that I write, and let me explain you what I mean. So this is basically the solution. So this is the same code that I have written in the HackerRank. So this basically code has four variables: index A, index B, count, and sum. Okay. So index A is the index of the array A. So this is the array A we have, and this is the array B. So now let me explain you what the code is about. So basically, firstly, we are going through this while loop. Okay. So this while loop says that if index B is less than the length of the B array, and sum sum of the sum, that is this one, and the next element of the B array is less than the value x, until then we have to uh, do this while loop. We have to go through this while loop. Okay, so let me go through this while loop first. So initially the value of sum is equals to 0. So first when we go through it, then index b is also 0. Okay, at that time sum will be sum plus b index, value at b index, that is equals to 2. So sum will be equals to 2. After that the index b will become 1. Okay, so as we know that the index b is less than the length of the array, and sum, that is equals to 2 plus the value at next index, which is equals to 1. Okay, so because the index b is now 1, so that will be equals to 3. So here its value will be equals to 3, which is less than 10. Value of x is equals to 10. So then we have to go through this while loop again. The sum will be equals to, now this time, sum plus uh, the element at one index of b, which is equals to 1. So now the sum is equals to 3. Okay, now we have to increase the index b, which now becomes 2. Okay, now it's satisfy this condition. Now to check this condition, the sum plus value at index uh, 2. So 3 plus 8 is equals to 11. So this condition fails because now the sum is equals to 11. So now this while loop is over. Now we move on further to the count section. So the value of the variable count will be equals to index b, which is equals to now 2. So value of index is value of count is 2. So index b is equals to, now the index b is -1, so the value of the b is reduced by 1 now. Finally, the value of index b is now 1. So now again we go through this another loop, while loop. Okay, so what this while loop says is, until the value of index a is less than a dot length, which is equals to the length of this array, which is equals to the 5, and value of index b is less than b dot length, which is equals to 4. So value of index b is 1 now, and index a is 0 initially. So now we are adding it to the variable sum. So the value of variable sum is equals to sum plus a index a. So the value at index 0 of a is 4. So 3 plus 4, which will be equals to now 7. So sum is greater than x? No, because the value of sum is 7 now and x is 10. So this if condition will not work. Now we go again to the last section, count section. So count is equals to math.max index a plus index b plus 2 comma count. So value of index a is now equals to, initially it was 0. Okay, so index a equals to 0 plus 1, that is index b plus 2. So equals to, this will be equals to 3. And initially we know that the count was equals to 2. So which value will go into count now? It will go into, 3 will go into count now. Okay, and the index value is now, index of a is now increased. So now the index of a will become equals to 1. Okay, so again we go through this while loop. Now it is 1 is less than 5, yes of course, and 1 is less than 4. Both of this condition is true. Now the sum is equals to sum plus a of index. Sum is equals to 7 plus index of index 1 will be equals to 2. So now the sum is equals to 9. Okay, it doesn't follow this condition. So again, if block is not, if block will not work. Now the this now the to get the variable of value of variable count, we go through this condition again. So now the index is equals to 1, and this will also be equals to 1. 1 plus 1 plus 2 is equals to 4 now, and earlier count was 3. So maximum is 4. So now the value of count will be equals to 4. Okay, so now the index will be again increased of a. Now it will be equals to 2. So we go through this while loop again, this condition satisfied. So sum will be equals to sum plus a of index. Now index 2 will be equals to 4. Now the sum will become equals to 13. So if sum is greater than x, so now this condition satisfied. So sum is 13 and it is greater than 10. So we go through this while loop. So this while loop says is, until the index of b is greater than equals to 0, we have to go through this while loop again and again. Okay, now the sum is equals to sum minus b of index. So sum is equals to b of index. Index of b is 1. Okay, so this is equals to b of 1. So 1 will be one element. So now the sum is equals to 12 after subtracting 1 from it. Okay, so now we have to decrease the index of b by 1. So now the index of b will become 0. So sum is less than equals to x? No. So this condition not satisfied. So we go through this while loop again. So now it satisfies index b is 0 and it is greater than equals to 0. Yes, of course. Now sum is equals to sum minus b of 0. Okay. So 0th element is 2. So we subtract 2 from sum, that will be equals to 10. And now the index b will become negative, minus 1. and sum is less than equals to x. So 10 is less than equals to x, so this while loop breaks. Okay, after this while loop we go through this if statement. So this if statement says that sum is greater than x and index b is less than 0. Of course index b is now -1. Okay, and sum is greater than x. So this condition does not follow because the sum value now is 10 only. Okay, 10 cannot be greater than 10. So this while loop, this if statement does not work. So finally, this while loop gets completed. Okay, so now, so this if statements get completed. This complete if statement is now completed. Now after that we move on to the count section. Count is equals to math.max. Now the value of index b is -1. Okay, and the index a is 2. So 2 minus 1 plus 2, which will be equals to 3. And earlier the value of count is 4. So again the value of count will remain 4. Now index a plus plus, so index will be increased. Now the value of index a will be equals to 3. Okay. Now the if we go for sum, then sum will be equals to uh, 10 plus 3 in value at index 3, which is equals to 6. So it will be equals to 16 now. So sum is greater than x, of course, but this while loop will not work because index b is less than 0. So this if statement will work. Sum is greater than x and index b is less than 0. Of course, if statement is true. So we decrease the value of index a by 1, which will be equals to now 2, and we break this complete while loop. Okay, so after this while loop gets breaked, so now the value after the breaking of this while loop is equals to the value at count now. So earlier, as we know that the value at count is 4, so we return that value out of this whole function, that is equals to 4. So guys, I think I am able to explain you this complete concept, and if you like this video, please press the like button and subscribe my channel. So guys, that's all in this video. Thanks for watching.